David Carradine's bill does more than speak when the preacher implores, if anyone here has any reason why these two should not be married, please speak now or forever hold your peace. That bloody move puts Bill on the bride's hit list, and so begins the bride's revenge tour that we call the Kill Bill movies. Kill Bill, the whole bloody affair, combines both volumes of the Kill Bill movies along with a little extra kick for some extra flavor. So let's dig in on today's Movies Merica Live.
In a world where the number of movies available is great, but many are so bad, you'll learn a new definition of hate. One man sifts and reviews through the movie sludge. One man will be the movie cop, jury, and judge. He goes by many names, but you know him by Movies Merica.
All right, everybody. Hey, welcome to this latest episode of Movies Merica here on the on the show here, I guess. So I'm kind of distracted here because I'm looking at. I want to make sure that you guys can all hear me. I've been having some audio issues here and whatnot. And I'm sure that's the first thing you want to hear about when you tune into the show about Kill Bill, the whole bloody affair here. So, but. I got Lindy Rig here in the live chat here, and that reminds me to let you guys know that, yeah, you can live chat with me during this show here, and hopefully my good buddy Lindy Rig 87, who is classing up the show with his mere presence, can, let me know if you can hear me okay. Hopefully the audio is coming in nice and strong there. But anyway, so getting a live chat on Rumble like Lindy Rig 87 is, or on YouTube if you're on the tube of views. And let's talk some Kill Bill, the whole bloody affair here. Let's get in on that. And as always, I'm your host, Van Ebert here, your movie maniac and your fellow freedom-fueled film fanatic here on Movies Merica. And again, this is a show where you get to communicate with me, and I get to communicate with you about typically the latest movies, except for this week. This week we're kind of going down the retro lane for Kill Bill here. But this is your chance to get in a live chat on Rumble or YouTube, and hey, let me know. Hey, what'd you think of Kill Bill? Have you never seen it? What's your favorite Tarantino movie? So on and so forth right there. But since I haven't heard from Lindy Rig as far as whether or not he can hear me okay, but the audio is good. Just an FYI, Rumble's been acting with a few gotcha. Okay, good. I appreciate the heads up on that right there. And Lindy Rig 87 would know all about that because, excuse me, Lindy Rig 87 has some great content, or has great content on Rumble there as well. So you just search Lindy Rig 87 on Rumble there, and you'll see great content from him, particularly all you gamers out there. So he's got especially some stuff out there for you guys there as well. Okay, but all right, where should we start out here on the docket here for Movies Merica, the Kill Bill version right here? And I know what we should talk about. So obviously we've got Kill Bill, and the Kill Bill movies were directed by Quentin Tarantino. And Kill Bill Volume 1 was the fourth movie from Tarantino, and then Kill Bill Volume 2, I believe, was like technically the fifth movie from Tarantino here. But he originally wanted to release both movies or both volumes all as part of one big movie. But the studios weren't having it there. But anyway, but as you know, Uma Thurman puts in a premiere performance as the bride, or Beatrix Kiddo, or whatever you guys want to call her in this movie. There's kind of a running gag throughout this movie where they, for the vast majority of the movie, whenever anybody says the bride's real name or she says her real name, Quentin Tarantino puts on like a sound tone over it, so you don't know what her real name is until the end. then you find out that her real name is Beatrix Kiddo here, or so we think. I don't know. So yeah, she is part of the Deadly Viper Assassination Squad, who is led by Bill, and she gets to the point where she just wants to quit, being part of this elite assassination squad, and just wants to live the regular life, right? And so she takes up with this guy who runs a record store in El Paso, right? And she just wants to work there and marry this guy. And she's going to work in a record store, selling records and listening to music all day long. Basically, she's going to be John Cusack at High Fidelity or Jack Black at High Fidelity for the rest of her life, instead of being a world-class assassin. And that doesn't sit too well with old Bill, because as it turns out, Bill's not just her boss with the assassination squad. Her and Bill have been bumping uglies as well. So even though Bill is like eons, looks eons older than her, but hey, each to their own, right? So, but anyway, so she gets out of the life, and Bill's not too happy about that. Goes to the wedding rehearsal and basically just kills everybody in the wedding rehearsal there, because you know what they say, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Apparently, that's number 2 to hell hath no fury like a Bill scorned. Okay, when you break Bill's heart, he gonna break your face. Okay, and a whole lot worse than that there. Okay, but real quick here, man, I could feel my throat getting parched already here, and I just started doing the episode right here. So as you may hear, I'm cracking open a crisp, clean brew that I am going to be talking about more later on during this episode, and that's what we call, everybody in the business, a tease. All right, but anyway, to that tease here, let me take a drink. Ooh, yeah. That is citrusy. And we'll be talking about more of that again later on, like I said here during this episode right there. And let me double check here. I just want to make sure that I am got everything good to go here on the. Come on. Let's get rid of that. And there it is. There we go. Looking at that. Sounds good. All right. Good. And get that going on here. All right. Little house cleaning. That's all we're doing here, people. A little house cleaning here on the show. All right. So more about Pulp Fiction. Okay. So, we've got Vivica A. Fox, and she played, Copperhead, or Vernita Green, as part of the Assassination Squad. And she was still smoking hot back during this movie here. So, I mean, nothing. Vivica A. Fox was one of my fond memories of the 90s and early 2000s here, particularly her role in Independence Day. So if you don't remember who Vivica A. Fox was, just do a little Google search on Vivica A. Fox, and you'll be quite pleased. And then, of course, then there's Michael Madsen as Bud. I got Lucy Liu as Oren Ishii. And then we got Daryl Hannah as L. Driver. Those are the members of the Deadly Viper Assassination Squad, led by Bill. And they're the ones who do the killing during the wedding rehearsal. That basically just starts out the entire plot of this movie. And then really, pretty much the whole plot, the rest of the plot of the movie is, the bride, played by Uma Thurman, just going all over the world and getting her revenge, which, Bud, again, played by Michael Madsen, he really believes that, she deserves her revenge, but also, he's not going to just let her kill him. And so you see that during the course of the movie, that when she comes after Bud, he does not make it easy on her. Okay, he does not do that whatsoever. Let's just say that he almost buries her mission of revenge, of vengeance going on there. So, but also in this movie, you get, great appearances by some legends like, Sonny Chiba, and he plays Hattori Hanzo, who's this brilliant sword maker. And, he makes a Japanese steel, and, he's got the great scene where he's working at the sushi bar as his cover, I guess. And then he's got his buddy, the bald guy. I think that literally that's the character's name in the cast list or whatever. for the movie is his name is just Bald Guy. And so Sonny Chiba as a Tori Hanzo and the bald guy, just they have that hilarious scene where they're fighting, like, you get the tea right now, you lazy bastard, like as the bride, as Uma Thurman is sitting there, and like, you lazy dog with your soap operas, get out here and make the tea, and and they're just the fighting back and forth of them is hilarious. And when I just went and saw this Kill Bill, the whole bloody affair, that was the scene I got the most laughs in it, again, just because those two going back and forth at it. But then the whole time I watched this, I'm like, this is Sonny Chiba, man. Like, this is a legendary martial arts master in the movies. And if Sonny Chiba, if that name sounds familiar, he gets talked about quite a bit in the movie True Romance by Christian Slater's character, Clarence, where that's where he meets Alabama, and they begin their whole torrid love affair there in True Romance. Is Clarence, played by Christian Slater, is at a Sonny Chiba kung fu movie marathon. So, and Sonny Chiba himself was handpicked by Quentin Tarantino to be in his Kill Bill movies right there. And he does a fantastic job, and he adds a lot to the movie. You get Michael Parks in this, and he plays a couple of roles in this here. And then Gordon Liu, he's in a lot of classic martial arts movies as well, because that's a big part of the Kill Bill movies. It's a mix of a lot of different movie genres, but particularly like kung fu movies. And so you get a lot of you get some kung fu movie legends in this as a bonus to all the other good stuff that is in Kill Bill Volume 1 and Volume 2. But now they're brought together, they're packaged together to create this Kill Bill redux called Kill Bill, the whole bloody affair right there. Okay, so but real quick here, I'm just going to take a drinky of this beer here again, and hopefully I didn't turn off anybody with the term drinky. What am I, 5? Come on. So just drink the beer. Oh, yeah. And it's still the weekend, everybody. So, yeah, go ahead and get your drink on. Do whatever you got to do to relax, chill out here, because, that's what you should be doing during Movies America Live or any of my shows is, you should be kicking back and putting your foot up on your desk or whatever. But let's move on with the show. All right, let's get into some more Kill Bill, the whole bloody affair. All right. And I got to say, this sucker is long. The movie, that is. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the movie, okay? Kill Bill, the whole bloody affair, okay? It's 4 hours and 35 minutes, man. And this version is, and I think I kind of alluded to it before, this is how Quentin Tarantino always wanted Kill Bill to be presented. But, of course, the movie studio and a particular movie mogul with the initials HW, who's rightfully rotting in prison right now, we're like, there is no way in this universe we're going to distribute a 4+ hour movie in the theaters, all right? Because, they want to get as many showings of a movie as possible. That's why studios love 90-minute movies, right? Because they can get as many showings as possible in the theaters here. And I suspect that this is also around the time Tarantino bought shares of Depends adult diapers and coffee, because boy howdy, this movie is a marathon watch, okay? And now, to their credit, at least there's a 15-minute intermission in the middle, okay? So, and I made good use out of that. When I saw it, I made sure to go ahead and make some lemonade, and of course go grab some cheese and nachos and all that stuff there. And then when I got back to my seat, hey, the movie started up and it was all right. It was tip top there. Now the good thing is that Tarantino does pack a punch of all kinds of extremely watchable scenes in this movie here. Now it does slow down greatly at a very inopportune time towards the end when the bride finally does find Bill, and he's got a big surprise for the bride, all right? In Tarantino fashion, though, they have a long convo before they finally get to the killing of, well, you know who, right? And it's at this point that you may really be hoping that coffee and sugar rush from the $10 candy bar at the movie's concession stand really kick in, because it's a long conversation. As we know, Quentin Tarantino loves large, long monologues here, and so by the time you're at that point towards the end of the movie with the long monologue between Bill and the bride there, it'll seem like that fight between Vivica A. Fox's Copperhead and the bride at the beginning of the movie was a year ago. Okay, I mean, at that point, it's gonna seem like a long time. There, you'll be, oh my god, I feel like I watched this movie, or sort of watched this movie like a couple of weeks ago here. My god, you know. So, but it's not going to be that bad, because I mean, if you've seen Kill Bill Volume 1 and Volume 2, like a lot of people have seen it, I mean, you know that there's a lot in this movie to keep you entertained, to make sure that you don't, go sleepy, and you don't get too bored whatsoever. So it's all good. It's all good for that right there. But just make sure you get a good nap in, before you see this movie, particularly if you're going to see it at night, or bring yourself some 5-hour energy, or maybe someone sitting next to you to slap you awake if you happen to doze off or something like that. Because, I mean, I don't care how entertaining the movie is. 4 hours and 35 minutes is still 4 hours and 35 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. There's no denying that whatsoever. Okay. But real quick here, let me just take a minute here to remind you that this show, just like many other shows, has a button that's called the like button. Okay. And the like button is a button that you will find right down there. And if you would be so kind to click said like button, that would be tip top right there. I would be most honored if you would do that. Okay. Now that's if you think I deserve to have the like button hit on this episode, of course. All right. So, and then also down there is a subscribe or follow button. Feel free to click on that if you haven't already. And then there's a notification bell down there as well. You can click on that there, because it's going to do exactly like what it sounds like. It's just going to send you one measly little email, just to remind you, give you a friendly, kindly little email that there is a piping hot, fresh, delicious new episode of Movies America coming hot out of the oven, ready for you. Pardon me. Got the beer burps going on over here, so I know that's very, very uncool. And then also to the viewers of this episode here that didn't get a chance to watch it live, and I totally understand. All right, you got things to do, people to see, or whatever, and you can't watch every episode live. I totally get that. Well, hey, we can still talk back and forth with each other. Okay. We just have to do it via the comments section down below, the old comment section, and get down there and just comment about whatever you want down there in the comment section. I can't stop you. So go ahead and get that done. And also, hey, right now, if you are watching live, though, get in the live chat, because I don't want to just be talking to myself during this episode. Okay, if you guys are watching this episode on YouTube or Rumble and you're getting a little bored, hey, you know what? You're the solution to that problem. Get in the live chat and start throwing questions at me or comments or whatever. Throw me off my game. All right. You can, I mean, how often do you get a chance to basically get in there and comment or question or whatever, and put whatever you want in the live chat to some guy, doing a live show? And it's a perfect opportunity to throw me off my game. And believe me, guys, it ain't that hard. All right. But you got it. You, not me, you've got to take the initiative and get in the live chat. And throw me off my game, man. Throw some stuff up in there. And just make me go, what? What's in the live chat? Oh my God, what? So there you go. I mean, come on. Hit me with your worst there in the live chat. All right. Don't be lazy. Get up in the live chat. All right. There you go. All right. So let's talk a little bit more Pulp. I was about to say Pulp Fiction there. Wrong Tarantino movie there, Van. All right. But about Kill Bill here, the action set pieces are still fantastic. Okay. With the fighting choreographed by the master, Yen Wu Ping. Okay, so no, that is not meal number 13 on the menu at your local Chinese place. That's Yen Wu Ping, the legendary martial arts master who also choreographed the fighting in the Matrix movies and Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and many other famous movies. Okay, I mean, I think he's worked. I know he's worked with like Donnie Yen in the past there as well. Donnie Yen, another legendary martial arts star. And the fights are filmed so they come off as brutal and bloody and precise. So you actually know what's going on, all right? So there's none of the frenetic, quick cut editing you get in some movies during the fight scenes, like in, say, the Taken movies, where they do all this quick cut editing because they want to hide how old and slow Liam Neeson is, right? And then the fight at the House of Blue Leaves against the Crazy 88 is even better now because it no longer has any black and white segments, which it always kind of threw me off. I thought it was like a little too pretentiously stylized to have the black and white segments. But the reason that Quentin Tarantino did that, or at least one reason he did that, is because the MPA, or the Motion Picture Association, said, no, you cannot have all this blood and carnage in your movie without us making it NC-17, all right? So you got to do something about that blood and carnage. And so Tarantino made the bloodiest parts of the fight at the House of Blue Leaves. You put it in black and white, and that satisfied the Puritans at the MPA there and said, all right, we'll slap an R rating on your movie. No NC-17. Don't have to worry about that anymore, okay? But now, in this, since, this is a unrated movie here, the bloody carnage is in full color, baby. It's in full color the whole time now. Of course, Tarantino's expert use of music is back in this too, okay? So long before James Gunn was having, sunshine blown up his ass for, his expert music usage, his expert needle drops during movies, Tarantino was doing it long before James Gunn was doing it here. And again, talking about Tarantino's expert music in this movie, starting with Nancy Sinatra's, Bang Bang, My Baby Shot Me Down, that plays over the opening credits there. Or I guess another example would be like Isaac Hayes, his Run, Faye Run, playing when the bride is escaping from the hospital and she's looking for a certain truck there, which I will not say the name of the truck there because I try to keep the Movies America Live show here on Sunday, at least this show, family friendly. So I won't say the name of that truck right there. If you guys know the name of the truck that I'm talking about in Kill Bill there, hey, feel free to put it in the live chat there on Rumble or YouTube right there. Let me know. Hey, what's the name of Buck's truck there? Because we all know, hey, Buck, his name is Buck, and he's here to. There you go. You can put that in a live chat there as well, and the name of his charming truck that he apparently is so proud of that he even has the name of the truck on his key ring there. So, but and there's a bunch of other music in there. I mean, you got the song that people commonly refer to as the Kill Bill theme in this as well. The RZA from the Wu-Tang Clan did a bunch of the music for the Kill Bill movies. And hearing all this music during this movie just took me back to when these Kill Bill movies first came out in 2003 and 2004, and all the Kill Bill / Tarantino hype was just in the national zeitgeist back there at that time. And it was in the zeitgeist back then because it had been a while since we'd seen a Tarantino movie at the time, because if memory serves, these Kill Bill movies were the first movies that he had come out with since he had done Jackie Brown in 95 there. I think 95 or 96, something like that. But point being, it had been a while since we'd seen a Tarantino movie there. But boy, did he come back with a vengeance with these Kill Bill movies. That is for sure. Okay, there we go. All right, what should we do next here on the show? Well, oh, you know what? I know. I think my beer can over here just reminded me, just kind of gave me a big old clue as to what we should do next here on this Kill Bill version of Movies America Live, and that would be Brew Review Time. All right, so on this Brew Review Time, let me introduce you to the brew for today. And this is some Revision Brewing Company Disco Ninja right there. It's just a badass name for a beer, don't you think? So I'll get a little closer right there. A little badass Disco Ninja beer right there. And as you can kind of see, it's a Northeast style hazy IPA right there as I cover my face with my big maw. And this comes to us out of Sparks, Nevada, which is pretty close to Reno, Nevada, from Revision Brewing Company. And this, I mean, if you like citrus in your beer, you could do a whole lot worse than some Disco Ninja. That's my impression of disco music right there, you know, back in the 70s, you know, with disco balls and the lit up floors and the bell bottoms and the leisure suits and all of that right there, you know, Studio 54, the disco era, okay, and the Bee Gees and was it the Bay City Rollers, all the classic disco artists there. So, and but yeah, if you want to go back to the 70s and you know, the disco virus, I mean the disco era, then grab yourself a big old can of a Disco Ninja right here. And I'm giving this my full-throated endorsement, okay? And I'm not getting any money from Revision Brewing Company or anything like that. So if this tasted like dog shit, I would tell you, okay? But Disco Ninja is quite delicious in a very citrusy way right here because it's got like juicy orange and pineapple notes to it. And it's got a little bit of like a pithy amount of grapefruit there. And of course, since it tastes like citrus, then you would imagine the nose. Oh boy, howdy. Yes, the nose smells very citrusy as well. In a good way. And I'm smelling mostly like grapefruit right there. It smells delicious. It smells fantastic here. And it's definitely in the nose. It's quite pungent here. I'm so pungent. I'm gonna take another sniff of this here. Oh yeah, that is good stuff right there. I might just I could basically just sniff this the whole rest of the episode already. It's so good. But you know, as far as like foods that this would pair well with, I would put it with some pizza. There, I had some pizza last night, and I'm really regretting not drinking this with that pizza because I had like this. What was it? I tried to drink last night. It was like this. It was like I remember. It was like it was a Samuel Adams Boston Lager is what it was, and it was all right with pizza. But I think this would be better with pizza here. Last night it would have been, and this would be better with pizza anytime, right? And it's spicy food. It'd probably go pretty good with spicy food. So you know, if you got some good spiced up, you know, jambalaya, you know, sitting on a plate in front of you, you know, you can do a whole lot worse than than Disco Ninja. To wash that down with right there as far as food pairings go. This comes to us at 7% on the alcohol by volume scale and a 40 on the IBU. So 40 on the IBU or International Bitterness Units is what that stands for right there. Okay, but anyway, I'm sick of talking about it. I want to just drink this bad boy. So here we go. It is some good stuff right there. So yes, grab yourself some Revision Disco Ninja there. You might have to go to Open Bar, like the Open Bar app on your phone, gopuff.com or Uber Eats. Uber Eats delivers booze now as well. So, but Disco Ninja. I'm totally recommending this right here out of Sparks, Nevada, of all places there. So, but anyway, it's time to wrap up this brew review time. All right, let's see what we got going on in here and make sure we've got everything in line here. So, excuse me. All right, still fighting something over here. So, I'm at that age where if I get sick, it takes freaking 8 years to get over it. So, so you're like, Man, for like the last friggin' 2 months on all your episodes, you keep like saying you're fighting this cough. Okay, so better go get that checked out there, buddy. All right. So, yeah, so right now, typically what I want to do here is I want to entice you to check out something that I think you're going to want to get your hands on right here. Okay. And I'm pretty confident in saying that. If I sound confident in saying that, it's because I most certainly am confident in saying that. That is faux show. Okay. And this is what I want to show you here is the Movies America merch store right up in here. Yes, it's your chance to get your hands on some Movies America merch, which I have found it is a great conversation starter. Okay, if I wear like a Movies America hat or shirt or something like that, then I get some good conversation going on here. Like that hat there, that's been a good conversation starter, and these T-shirts right there. You can put those on, and don't be surprised if someone just outright asks you, "Hey, man, hey, brother, hey, sister." Hey, what's Movies America, man? Tell me more about it, okay? There you go. And, hey, to the fellas, hey, that might be a smoking hot girl that might be asking you that, and it might be your way in there. But anyway, I do not want to digress here. But, yes, we've got apparel and hats and drinkware, all kinds of stuff. I'm just going to kind of scroll down, and you can take a look-see at what we got here for Movies America merch. We got different colors for these things here as well. We got kind of a Black Adam kind of style shirt here with the Movies America logo, pint glasses, coffee cups, what have you, koozies. I got a desk mat right up in here. So yeah, so there's all kinds of choice, all kinds of variety up in here as far as Movies America merch going on right there. And let me do this here. Let me make it even easier for you right now. If you're just itching to get there right now, the link to the merch store is down. It's down in the description right there. But if you want to get to it right now here in the live chat, you can most certainly do that here on the Rumble side there. But yeah, check that out. And right now, hey, it's the holiday season, right? The holiday season, tis the season for giving. Or if you're a selfish bastard like me, you can just buy everything for yourself. There you go. So get yourself some Movies America merch. It's fantastic, everybody. There you go. All right. So, because like I always say, hey, nothing says "I love you, Grandma" like a Movies America T-shirt. Okay. And hey, you know what? She just might, up your portion of the will. You never know. I mean, you might not even be in her will at all, and then you'll get her like a Movies America coffee cup, and she'll be like, "Whoa, well, I was gonna make sure that he got exactly 0 in my will, but now." He gets half. There you go. All because you gave her a Movies America coffee cup right there. The power is in your hands to change your future right there. There you go with some Movies America merch. All right. So I got some random thoughts about Kill Bill, the whole bloody affair there. And my first random thought is this version was actually made back in 2006. But only a few audiences got to see it. I think he would play it, at his house, for people personally. Now Quentin Tarantino, he owns a theater in LA called the New Beverly Cinema. And I would guess, I would bet dollars to donuts he's probably played this 4-hour, 35-minute version in that theater there as well. But it's never had a wide release for the public. Like this has, until now, I should say right there. But now Tarantino, he owns the rights to his Kill Bill movies, so that's at least one reason why it's finally being wide released to us lowly people in the public now there. So, and then when watching this, take a moment to pay homage to some of the actors in it that are no longer with us. Notably like David Carradine, but there's also Michael Madsen, who plays Bud. And, of course, we all know he was also Mr. Blonde in Reservoir Dogs, and Michael Madsen has been in a number of other movies there. And then there's also, Michael Parks, who played 2 parts in this. So he played Earl McGraw, like the county sheriff, Earl McGraw, and then he played Esteban Vallejo, like the Mexican pimp there. So, and then also Michael Parks, like if you've ever seen the movie From Dusk Till Dawn, there with George Clooney and Quentin Tarantino in it, he was the cop who went into the convenience store at the very beginning of the movie, ended up getting his brains blown out by Quentin Tarantino, I think, there. But that's Michael Parks there. And then, last but certainly not least, the legendary Sonny Chiba, who I mentioned here before, who plays Hattori Hanzo, the sword maker, the guy who crafts the Japanese steel, okay? And but Sonny Chiba is no longer with us as well. So, but yeah, it's just that was my other random thought about Kill Bill, the whole bloody affair there. It's just, we've got some folks that were in that movie back in 2003, 2004 that are no longer with us at this time there. But yeah, definitely would recommend checking out this movie here. And now, if you guys want to hear even more about this Kill Bill Redux that I'm talking about here in a spoiler-free fashion, well, I would invite you to check out my Movies America spoiler warning show that is going to be on this Thursday night, because I'm going to go even more in depth about Kill Bill, the whole bloody affair here on my Thursday night show. And that comes on at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 Central, 5 Mountain, and 4 Pacific there on this Thursday night. And I'm going to be talking about Kill Bill, but I'm not going to be worried about, dropping spoilers or anything like that, because, the show is even called Movies America Spoiler Warning. So it's got a warning right in the title of the show there. But I would venture a guess a lot of people have seen Kill Bill, because this movie came out, like 20 years ago or something like that. So it was a big deal when it came out. And so a lot of people, you've had like 20-something years to see Kill Bill. So we'll be talking about it this Thursday night. Also, I'll be saluting a vet during the movie Military Moments. That's a segment that I just do on my Thursday night show, where I just pay tribute to a brave military member that has been a recipient of the Congressional Medal of Honor. So I do that as part of the movie Military Moment segment on my Thursday night show. But yeah, check that out here. And the easiest way to check it out is you'll see the links to watch the show on Thursday night on my Movies America account on X, or on my Movies America account on Facebook, or you can just go to Rumble and look up Movies America Kill Bill. YouTube, the same thing. Just look up Movies America Kill Bill, and yeah, you'll be able to watch the show on Thursday night that way right there. And hey, feel free to to forward the link to the show, or links to the show there, to anybody that you even remotely suspects is into movies right there. Okay, don't be stingy hogs with the Movies America. There's plenty of Movies America to go around. So yeah, go ahead and share the links to the live show, because that's going to be that's also a live show on Thursday. And yeah, let's talk some Kill Bill. All right, let's talk some Uma Thurman and David Carradine and Michael Madsen and Sonny Chiba and Daryl Hannah and Lucy Liu and Vivica A. Fox and everybody else that's in Kill Bill, and all the great scenes and music and kung fu and like the spaghetti western aspects of the Kill Bill movies and all of that stuff right there. But let me check something real quick here. Let's check that out, and there we go. I am going to check something out here real quick, do a little house cleaning here. So, all right, let's do this. All right, come on in. There we go. Always gotta advertise, right? Okay. There we go. That's actually sounded kind of dirty, kind of naughty what I just put on right there. But there we go. It's too late now. Can't do nothing about it. All right, and let's do this over here. All right. There we go. Let's do this. There we go. And let me do that. Check this out. And hey, while I'm doing this here, go ahead and get a good tug on your beer, your wine, or whatever you're drinking here, because yeah, you should be relaxing here during this episode right here, and during every Movies America episode. That's exactly what you should be doing here, because this is technically still the weekend here, and it's a holiday season. You should be relaxing and giving thanks anyway. But anyway, enough about that here. Let's get on with some more. I almost did Pulp Fiction again there. Almost, man. Boy, I need to take some more some more of my Centrum or my whatever. But this next segment is also a very important segment of every Movies America Live segment. And this is a segment where I tell you if the movie that I'm talking about this week is a woke after-school special. Yep, you heard me right there. Is this movie a woke after-school special? And I got to say, this segment is going to be the inverse of this 4-hour, 35-minute movie, and that it's going to be extremely short because, no, this is absolutely, this movie, Kill Bill, The Whole Bloody Affair, is absolutely not a woke after-school special, okay? And one reason that people love Quentin Tarantino is he makes his movies for at least one reason, and one reason only, and that's to be entertaining and not to be some kind of lame lecture about woke, not to make his movies into, some sermon about, the way to live your life the right way. Okay. He's not one of those douchey, Hollywood celebrities that, just feel like, oh man, the world would be blessed with my opinion on how people should live. And the right way to talk, the right way to live, the right way to act, okay, according to Meryl Streep or George Clooney or Joaquin Phoenix, okay? So Quentin Tarantino, no, he's smarter than that, okay? So he realizes, okay, hey, I make movies, sometimes I act, and I need to stay in my lane, okay, over here, because, anybody with more than two brain cells to rub together doesn't want to hear my political perspective. They don't want to come to me to learn, the right things to say and the right things to do and the right way to act in life and all of that stuff. And so that's why, yes, Kill Bill, The Whole Bloody Affair is indeed not a woke after-school special. And God bless you, Quentin Tarantino, for making sure that it is indeed not a woke after-school special. Okay, so but I always like to tell people whether or not a movie is a woke after-school special, because nothing torques me off more than the thought of some family going to a movie, plucking down $15 a person at least, and then dropping $100 on on concessions, and all that adds up. You go see a movie, trying to have a good time with the family, and you find out the hard way the movie's a woke after school special, and you're sitting here and you're groaning, and your eyes are rolling, and you're like, my God, it's dropped $200 for me and the rest of the family for what we thought was just going to be some good old entertainment here to get us away from the real world. And here's some moron in this movie spouting woke crap, or spouting woke teachings, or woke propaganda at us when I just wanted to be entertained. What the hell? So I want to. That scares me. I don't want anybody going through that. So that's why I'm happy. I'm more than happy to point out whether a movie is a woke after school special as well. Okay. And also, hey, just remember, I've been doing this for a while, so there's all kinds of past episodes for all kinds of other movies that you're probably seeing in like your Netflix algorithm feed, your Hulu feed, your HBO Max feed. And, you may very well, if you're a smart person, you want to know whether that movie, has any kind of woke propaganda, woke messaging in it. And what you should be doing there is you should be, getting on Rumble or YouTube or X and just typing in Movies America, then the name of the movie, and chances are you'll see an episode or a Movies America Live episode there where I tell you whether it's a woke after school special. So you have no excuse whatsoever if you start watching a movie and halfway through it you got a couple of dudes swap and spit or you got some scene and it's some stupid twat like spouting woke crap and whatnot at you. It's like, and you're like, oh man, I'm 90 minutes in this movie. I might as well finish it. But man, if only somebody would have warned me if this is a woke after school special, look, well, hey, you know what? Look in the mirror because you're the only one to blame for that. Because you could have watched my Movies Merica episode and found out ahead of time, but no, you didn't. There you go. But anyway, so you don't have to make that mistake again. All right, check that out. So after that rant, I don't know if anybody's going to want to do this next thing that I'm going to request, but I just want to remind you that, if you are appreciating anything, any one thing that I'm doing enough to throw maybe a buck or two my way, well, you can certainly do that, okay? And the way you do that on Rumble, okay, if you do want to throw some money my way, is if you're in the live chat on Rumble, all you got to do is go down by where you type in your live chat message there, and you'll see a button with a $sign on it, and you just click on that. It'll pop up another button, and it'll just ask you, hey, or how much do you want to donate to this knucklehead that you're watching right now? And that's it. It's very simple, very easy. And then if you're on the YouTube side, it works very similarly, okay? It's uncanny how similarly it works. So on the YouTube side, again, in the live chat box there, down by where you type in your live chat message, there's a button that has a dollar bill on it. And when you click on that, it'll just pop up another box asking you how much money you want to donate. And that's it. Very simple, very easy, lemon squeezy, all of that stuff right there. Okay, but there you go. But that's only if you feel like doing it. If you don't rightfully feel that I deserve even one nickel from you, hey, you know what? I'm not going to be that guy that guilt trips you into throwing anything my way right there. Okay, so, but anyway, just figured I'd put that bug in your ear all about that right there because there you go. Daddy's got to eat. But my final thoughts about Kill Bill, the whole bloody affair. If you haven't been able to piece it together throughout this episode of Movies Merica Live, I'm wholeheartedly recommending you go see this. Now, I don't know how much longer we're gonna have a chance to check this out, and it's not the most widely released movie out there. Okay, this is not like Wicked for Good or Zootopia 2, where it's pretty much everywhere. Even maybe a one stoplight town even has Wicked for Good playing in it. But this is kind of more of a niche movie here, and so you might have to go to a slightly bigger town than a one stoplight town there to catch yourself some Kill Bill, the whole bloody affair. So it's going to have a limited release in theaters. So if I've convinced you to go watch it, you best get a move on, okay? You're looking for where this is playing near you, okay? And now hopefully, and I was going to say in the near future, but probably not in the near future, this is going to be released on hard copy. And I would definitely pick it up on hard copy. I'm picking it up on hard copy when it comes out. Maybe it'll be a nice little steelbook version of this here, but I'm getting this because, it's got a lot of extra stuff in it that even if you've got, Kill Bill Volume 1 and Kill Bill Volume 2 already, as many people do, this has extra stuff that you do not have in those Blu-rays or DVDs or, 4Ks or whatever, whatever copy you have, Laserdisc, VHS, whatever. You don't have this extra stuff, the extra stuff that this newest version has there, including like a new 7-minute anime segment of the movie right there that involves Oren Ishii, their Lucy Liu's character. So, but very good movie. Check it out. Don't take the kids to this movie though. It's graphically violent. Okay, and it's got a sexual content in it and all of that stuff. So yes, don't take the urchins to go see a movie called Kill Bill. Okay, there you go. Take them to Finding Nemo. There you go. Not Kill Bill. All right. Don't do it. All right, here, and just let me make one more plea to follow me, if you would, on any of the platforms that I'm on here. I'm on X under @MoviesMerica. I'm on Facebook under Movies Merica, or Van Ebert on Facebook there. I'm on Gab under Movies Merica, and Rumble, and what else am I on? Of course, Letterboxd, Criticless there, Instagram. I'm there under Movies Merica. Not a whole lot of content on Instagram because that platform is kind of gay. But anyway, so but I do have a lot of content on X. there with a lot of posts and all that. I like to put up movies-related posts on there, so feel free to get on my X profile at Movies America. And yeah, feel free to, to if you want, like my posts that I have there. But also, it's a very easy way to get the links to the latest episodes or past episodes there as well. Now, if you're going to watch my episodes on YouTube, a little harder to find my episodes on there, but you can find them. Usually the best course of action is just to type in Movies America and then the name of the movie that you're interested in. And usually it comes up. You might have to do a little scrolling down there because, yes, I'm not one of those movie review shows that's got 2 million followers or something like that. No, I'm a lowly little movie reviewer here. So that's why I'm still the regular man, the common man there, giving you the common man perspective. And hey, feel free to forward the links to anybody that you even remotely suspects is into movies there. So because anyway, I was about to go down a whole other road and diatribe, but you guys got things to do. Okay, you guys don't have all day to watch Movies America, so there you go. And also check out my man Sean Cav live on Rumble. Sean Cav is spelled C-A-V. Look for the Whiskey Capitalist podcast. That's another show on Rumble there. Check all of that out as well. But as I get ready to wrap up this show here, let's do this here real quick. And I'm just like I always say, get out there, people. Those movies aren't going to watch themselves. See ya. Howdy, my movie maniacs and my fellow freedom-fueled film fanatics. Would you do me a favor and check me out at solo.to/moviesmerica? That's where you would go for a one-stop shop for all the links that have to do with me, Movies America. And then also, if you want to check out the audio-only podcast versions of my Movies America live episodes, that's my spoiler-free reviews that I do on Sunday, you can go to moviesmerica.com or Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, places like that. And then, actually, if you would also check me out on the social media sites like X and Instagram and Facebook and Gab. And I'm on those locations all under @Movies America. So it is very easy to find me out there. All right. So get to it, everybody. All right. Thanks for watching. Later.
Hey guys, don't leave the video quite yet. Okay, I've got a popo. They're coming after me, and I don't have much time to tell you, but you need to like and subscribe this video right here, down below. It's right down there. It's just waiting. It's waiting for you down there, okay? And make sure you watch these videos over here too. You'll be doing me a big favor. I'm gonna be in handcuffs pretty soon. All right, thanks for watching.